the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like a ceiling can.
All right, welcome in and welcome to the USC week, where we get to talk about everything USC and including NC State's win. But before we jump into that, Matt, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm excited. I've been living for this week, as we do every year.
Big one.
Yeah. This has a lot of repercussions, I guess you could say.
Yeah, a lot. That's true.
Yeah. USC has a chance to knock us out with a win. We don't really necessarily have a chance to knock them out of the playoffs. But I think Oregon will probably finish them at the end of the year. So, all right. Let's jump into it. How do you feel about NC State?
Good. Kind of a weird game. Kind of felt like Boise State 2.0 in some ways, but I mean they outmatched them and came away with a big lopsided victory.
Yeah, that was the closest lopsided victory I've ever seen.
Yeah,
it felt
kind of strange.
It never felt like it was out of hand or in our hands, I guess, until the game ended. I felt like we were just poised to give it up.
Yeah, it was awkward. When they hit that deep pass, it was like, oh, it's going to be one of those kind of games.
Yeah, was it Hobbs fell down and the guy just trotted in?
I think that happened, and then the other one where the guy CJ Bailey just threw a beautiful pass over the top. Was that Hobbs guarding him, defending him?
I think the touchdown was Hobbs.
Okay.
But yeah, there was
Perfect pass. He had a step on him.
Yeah, there's not a lot you can do
didn't
when
happen again though.
Yeah, the defenders were getting A minuses, and some of those passes were just A pluses. So you can't really
No.
be mad at that.
No.
Thankfully, it didn't happen all game.
The defense is like not giving up any points in any of these second halves.
Yeah,
That's insane. That's like 7 points or something like that the past 3 games, or it's something ridiculous like that, where you're just like, okay, dang.
Yeah, we were just complaining that we were all offense.
Yeah.
And then the offense turned off, and now the defense is turning on, which I don't mind. It's what I'm used to.
And that's what excites me about the USC game. Is their defense good, or we've played teams, you know what I'm saying, like teams that are terrible. So I'm excited to see how they perform against USC's offense.
Was it Purdue, Boise, NC State? Yeah, so it's hard to say what is the factor. Is it just bad teams, or is it we actually learned how to play defense? So, I mean, the offense has been there, so I guess that's been consistent. But I had a note. A question that we didn't practice, something that is still irritating me, is our goal line offense. What the heck?
Their 4th and 1 plans, they got to just blow up. I don't understand it. It doesn't work. Hopefully it doesn't really crush us against USC. But, I mean, you've got to get these guys together to have some kind of play that works with Price or works with Love that can get a yard. Get a yard.
Yeah, they pushed 1 week where they were all wildcat. Just get the running back the ball and run it in.
Yeah.
That didn't work. So then they were like, let's have CJ roll out and throw a pass for 1 yard. CJ ran out of bounds. I don't know. I don't know if he's like, oh, I don't want to get incomplete on my record.
I don't know. That was just kind of weird.
I mean, I'm yelling at the TV, just throw it up in the air. Like, the worst that'll happen is they catch it and they get it at the 20. I don't think they're running at 100 yards with a bunch of people around them. And the best could happen is it's a touchdown.
We score, yeah.
Yeah. You don't really lose anything, and you certainly don't gain anything by running out of bounds.
Oh, CJ.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't an intentional grounding, but dang. What in the world?
Yeah.
So
it's all nitpicking stuff though. Like,
You know what we should? You know what we should do? We should just roll out our punt team. Our punt, our punt team can get a
5-yard
yard. Buckner can get a yard for us on a fake punt.
You know, a lot of people have talked about stuff like that, though, a Buckner package or a Kenny Minchie package or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
Well, we
we
talked
need to
about
look at something.
we talked about it at the beginning of the year, and everyone's like, "No, we can't have 2 quarterback system." I think we might have to.
Yeah, well, your short yardage game right now is not any good.
It's atrocious.
Yeah.
And I don't need it for 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1. But if we're at the goal line and we know we suck, I don't think it's that spot isn't the time to have pride.
I'm not the biggest fan of the way that we do our running game in general.
How do you mean?
They force feed Love.
I know where you're going.
Carries.
Yep.
The defenses know he's getting the ball. They kind of bottle him up. Then they'll go to Price, and Price will break off a few good runs, and he doesn't see the field for a while. Back to Love. And they need, especially like against North Carolina State, I was really kind of surprised. I don't know why we didn't see any Aeneas Williams. I guess they're trying to just keep him fresh for that, that uh-oh moment when one of these guys goes down. But people got short memory. Aeneas Williams was a very good running back last year. Very good running back.
Didn't he have an impact in the playoffs?
Big impact in the playoffs. So,
yeah, I don't understand that.
I don't get it. I don't get what they're doing. Price is clearly kind of the hot hand. A lot.
He's more effective.
Yeah, and I think that's some defensive strategy more so than anything else.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Okay, that you got a good problem to have. They don't have time to prepare for all of your offensive weapons, so use that more against them. In my little mind.
Did you hear the announcer? Was it Garrett, the former Cowboys coach?
Cowboys, Jason Garrett, yeah.
Yeah. He at the beginning of the game, he was talking about how Notre Dame's a run offense, and that opens the pass. And at the end of the game, he's like, "See, you just got to get a little air in the defense and just make them think about the pass, and then the running game really opens up." It's like, wow, you really just don't know what you're saying.
Well, there's a reason why he covered the Peacock game. He covered the game on Peacock. If it's important stuff, he doesn't. NBC says you can take the weekend off, buddy, because he's not the best.
I mean, he's got a good radio voice, but he said 2 different things that don't go together.
He sounds well.
Yeah, and I'm sure he knows football, but those 2 things didn't work with me. So, all right, calling out our predictions. The score was, just for recap, 36-7. And Matthew, you went with, do you remember?
No.
Not far off. What, 9 points for Notre Dame, and then 2 touchdowns for NC State. Still not showing the love for defense, but I like it. So 36-7, and then mine was, we got one. That is as close as you can get.
I don't think we're gonna top it.
Yeah, unless we get another. What is it?
Safety.
Yeah, unless we get another safety, because didn't we have a safety in that game already?
Yeah.
So we needed 2 safeties, and I would have been golden.
Yeah.
Although, thankfully, we didn't score 2 more touchdowns that we should have had. So you would have been closer. Our just red zone offense is in terrible shape right now. All right. Injuries should be quick, thankfully. Rubio, I guess, suffered some kind of elbow injury in practice.
Yeah, that's what I read.
It's just nothing specific to that?
No. I'm sure there's a lot more articles out now. I don't know. I just don't like it. I wish he was in the game against USC.
Yeah, well, a couple of the videos that I watched at the beginning of the week was saying, oh, Rubio's going to have such a big impact. He's going to really anchor this defense against USC. And then I think it was like 2 days later, he was out.
Yeah.
It's
frustrating.
So then we have red shirt sophomore, I think, stepping into his spot.
Yeah, what's his name? You know it?
I
I saw it last night.
I'm sure I know it.
Gosh. Dang it. Well,
Give me 5 seconds.
Good experience for him, for sure.
Team, yeah. Yeah, so Rubio's out. That's going to suck. Thankfully, USC doesn't have the greatest running game. And then for USC, as I just said, both of their running backs are out.
Yeah.
Wayman Jordan and Eli Sanders are the number 1 and number 2 for touches for USC. So that's massive. The third guy has basically the same amount of touches as the quarterback does for runs. And he's not a running quarterback. So that definitely helps our defensive line not have to worry about handing off the ball. So I'm excited to see some pressure coming from our line.
Yeah, I hope.
Well, I don't see why not, because it's basically, we know it's a pass.
They're going to throw the ball a lot.
Yeah, unless it's a bunch of stupid quick screens. I mean, it's not going to be a running play.
Lincoln Riley's always been pass heavy.
Yeah,
that's not changing.
West Coast offense. So, all right, so those are the two for them, and then we've got the Rubio out. Greathouse, I think he's questionable, but I doubt it. I think they're just saying questionable so that USC has to worry about him.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any reason why he's coming. I think our kicker is okay.
Noah Burnett.
Yeah, I hope I don't have to use him.
I know.
Hey, you know what? I bet, 100% bet. Don't bet it, because I'm always wrong. That when we get to that 4th and 1 in the red zone, we kick field goals. I bet we don't go for it, because we need points. We need momentum.
Yeah.
Because if you give the ball back to USC with no points,
and 10-0's a lot better than 7-0.
As we did last week, we had a 40-second drive to get 3 points. Oh, speaking of that, what is up with these refs? They had the worst back-to-back review plays that you could have ever had. That was 100% not a catch for NC State.
No.
And they stole an interception from the boy I've been dogging this whole year with Christian Gray. That was definitely an interception. And they reviewed it for like 4.5 minutes. It's like, what are you doing? That ball is literally laying on the ground. You could see the entire ball.
North Carolina State and Boise State, both officiating crews were not. They weren't good.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's going to be different against USC. I really hope. I mean, we smacked both North Carolina State and Boise State, so it's like, okay, we're just annoyed by it. But, I mean, we don't want these guys to, like, be the reason why we lose a game.
Right. And
I don't think it's just a Notre Dame team, because Kirby Smart against whoever they played last week at Georgia. This guy's clearly calling a timeout.
Yes.
And then he's able to say, no, I'm saying they're clapping. And they're like, oh, okay, you're right. Auburn, that's who they played against. Yeah, that was one of the strangest things.
And it took so long, he basically got a timeout.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you could see that the hand.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, Kirby.
Well, I mean, he worked it.
It worked.
Yeah.
The top tier coaches, they can do that better.
Yeah.
Well, annoying.
There's an NBA clip where a coach tells his player, hey, bump me. And he spills a bunch of water on the floor. And he gets a free timeout because he didn't have any more timeouts. So
smart.
If you know the system, I guess you can play it.
Was that Jason Kidd? I think that was Jason Kidd.
Yeah, that's a good memory. Yeah, you just read his lips. Bump me. Oh, water everywhere.
Timeout. Free one.
While we're talking, hey, don't forget to like and subscribe. Jump into our comment section. Throw any questions you got for us or any positive feedback that you want to throw our way. Always helps. Definitely gives us ideas on what we want to do for next videos for y'all. And we like subscribers, so please jump in there. All right. We are going into the USC breakdown. I'm trying to do better with my transitions. Last time I had the wrong team. So, all right. I've got a lot to talk about. So if you want to jump into your highlights and then jump into what I have to say.
For
USC.
like keys to beating them?
Anything you want.
Okay.
That is about USC.
First and foremost, this has always been the biggest game of the year for me. I always really like the USC game.
Always take the day off.
Yeah, well, usually, if we were undefeated, I'd probably have taken it off, but I'll be watching it in the office. But I remember when I was a kid, and Pete Carroll was at USC, and just thinking to myself, like, we're never going to beat these guys. That's kind of one thing that Brian Kelly did decently, was he brought back a lot of wins against USC. Marcus Freeman's on his way to doing that. They've never really beat Notre Dame. That year that Caleb Williams, that they beat Notre Dame when we had Drew Pine as quarterback, I mean, if Notre Dame makes a play here and a play there, it's a close game.
We definitely got them back for that game, though.
We definitely got them back, more than got them back that next year.
Yeah, I was there for that game.
Yes, so
that was fun.
That was awesome.
They had to sit him down.
I love the game. I don't like USC. I don't like Lincoln Riley. He's a really, really good offensive mind, but that's it.
You didn't like him when he was in, was it Oklahoma?
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
No, I don't care for him. And then ever since he's gotten to USC has even kind of stepped into more soft territory where they're entertaining all this. Well, we can't play Notre Dame because we're scared of travel. And they're jeopardizing like one of the longest, most historic rivalries because they're scared. So I don't like them, and I want to beat them.
And none of their excuses on why they haven't signed a contract make any sense.
Because the elephant in the room is y'all want to play the Fighting Camels from Campbell, and y'all want to play, Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants University, so that you can get more wins before you get into your Big Ten schedule. That's all it is.
Yeah.
So it's really frustrating because when Pete Carroll was at USC, they play anybody, anywhere, anytime. They went and played a game at UVA. So they went coast to coast when Pete Carroll was there. So
yeah, I was looking at their schedule. They don't go maybe more than an hour east. It is just, top of the country to the bottom of California.
Well, what do they got to do when they play like Penn State, Michigan, and Ohio State?
They played Michigan at USC.
Right. Well, they played Michigan last year at Michigan.
Well, did they win?
No. I don't think so.
They didn't.
They had a horrible Big Ten record last year.
They don't travel well. That's why they don't want to move. Yeah. And actually that jumps into my stat that I want to talk about. USC is 1-4 versus teams that are out of their time zone. in the last, was it 2 years? I looked at the last 2 years for their schedule. 1-4, and they don't score above 31 points.
Atrocious.
Yeah, that's not going to win games.
Mm-mm. That ain't got anything to do with Notre Dame.
No.
Nobody forced y'all to go to the Big Ten.
Well, yeah, and I'm going to pull up the text I sent you. They played Minnesota, Michigan, Purdue, Maryland, and Illinois. Those aren't, oh my gosh, teams. And they lost 4 out of 5 games. They beat Purdue. Congratulations. You beat Purdue at Purdue. Everyone beats Purdue.
No matter where they play them.
Yeah. Yes, it's Purdue. All right. I also have another breakdown. Notre Dame scores 39.5 points at home for the last, I think I did 2 or 3 years.
Okay. I like that.
USC scores 18 at Notre Dame. At Notre Dame.
At Notre Dame?
Just at Notre Dame, yeah.
Boom.
So that's 39.5 to 18 on average.
That's the ball game.
And I didn't go back to COVID year. I did 21. So last 4 years, 39.5 to 18. So I'm thinking that Vegas has a little bit of knowledge on that because they went with a 9.5 point favorite, where everyone is saying, "Oh, that's a little too high. That's a little too high. I think it's going to be a close game and it's going to be a shootout."
Okay.
I think they know something, especially with these injuries to the running backs.
I could see a game where Notre Dame dominates USC. I really could. I mean, Marcus Freeman knows how to get these kids up for big games like this.
Yes.
And he knows how to destroy USC. USC last year at USC was a little funky because it was at the end of the year. We had a lot of injuries, and we still beat them. So,
yeah. I mean, that was a game where we had to have 200-yard interceptions, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of embarrassing, but that was a tight game until that happened. All right. I wanted to break down what they're losing with these two running backs. They're losing 135 carries out of a total of 213. And they're losing 900 yards out of their 1,300 total. And King Miller, you know me in names.
Names.
He has 29 carries. Their quarterback has 21. Yeah, sure, he was explosive against Michigan. I get it. But that's one game against a team that's really not that good. I don't think Michigan was that great. So I think, and they don't have anyone behind him. So that dude's gonna get tired.
This is like the biggest show us game for Chris Ash.
Yes.
Like, if you're able to really control USC's offense, because I'm reasonably sure USC will make some pretty good plays. I mean, they've got one of the best offensive minds in the country. So I bet they'll make some plays. But if Chris Ash can do just enough to kind of, stem that a little bit, I think it'll be like, okay, we got to quit talking about how much Chris Ash sucks.
Yeah, I'm not ready to forgive him yet for the first two games.
What? The frustrating thing about the first two games is we played those two teams and then we didn't play anybody else.
Yeah.
So it's hard to judge, like, our defense is back. Or is it just Purdue?
And we thought Boise was going to be the test, but they weren't.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's hard to know kind of where we stand. They look better.
Yeah.
Well, they pass a lot of eye tests, for sure.
We got like 9 interceptions the last 3 games.
Yeah, they've been killing it.
Yeah. And Bubakar's got 5 sacks this year.
Mm-hmm.
So he's definitely selling himself. He's come on big time. I'm excited to see him push a couple linemen into the quarterback. They do have one of the best quarterbacks and one of the best wide receivers.
For sure.
With Maeva, is that how we figured out?
I think that's how you say his name, yeah, Maeva. Yeah. And the Lemon kid.
And Lemon, yeah. Lemon is dangerous. That guy, I don't think he's even that big, but he's a guy that will go to the NFL. He's somewhere.
So you just named 2 names. You just named Maeva and Lemon.
Yeah, Maeva, the QB, obviously, he's up there in percentages for completion. And then Lemon, I think, is in the top 5 for yardage.
Would you rather prepare a team to play against Maeva and Lemon, or CJ, Love, KK, Malachi Fields, Raridan, Price, Faison?
Faison, yeah, I was waiting for that one.
Yeah. Who has the tougher task?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be USC's defensive coordinator.
Because I think that's just the beginning of KK Smith last week.
That dude's fast.
He's fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Will Pauling, I forgot that kid makes great plays too.
Yeah, I don't see.
We're scoring.
Maybe Ohio State has the wide receivers we have. We don't have the exceptional talent that Ohio State has for wide receivers, but I think we keep up with them just with how many we have.
Yeah, and what they can do. I don't know if they're, like you said, I don't know if there's that one just real, kind of just upper top tier
Right.
number
Yeah.
one or number two in the country type kids. But
yeah.
I mean, good grief. The rest of they seem like they all have the abilities to make plays. And it's frustrating that Greathouse is questionable because you add him to the mix. We know he's electric.
Well, then at that point, you got to figure out who to sit.
Exactly. Yeah.
Who do you sit on that?
Problem to have.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine having to pick that.
But I kind of think, honestly, from, back in the day when Stanford used to routinely beat Oregon, they were going to play keep away from them. And we have the team to really play a good amount of keep away from USC with the way we can run the ball. So Stanford would just hand it off, kill the clock, and win 24-17.
Isn't that what our playbook was against USC in the years past anyways? We would try and run it so they couldn't score.
Well, probably. I think, especially in a lot of the Brian Kelly years with Dexter Williams and some of those guys, is USC just they couldn't stop the run.
Well, and I mean, an example of that is just we used to grow the grass extra tall, so they would be slower.
I like that. Is that true?
Yeah, true. You don't remember that game? The grass was like playing out of the U.S. Open or something. You couldn't even see the player's ankle. Yeah. Even the announcers are like, "What are they doing?"
We got long grass.
Yeah, I mean now we got turf, but yeah,
we got the running back room.
We've got it all. I think we're a real threat to the playoff system. We finally figured out how to play defense, and our offense is.
We think
we're going to find out.
This is a good test.
And if it comes up with another 38-7, do we just say USC sucks again? Or are we going to finally agree or accept that Chris Ash is pretty decent?
I think if it's a 38-7 kind of game, you got to start dealing out some credit where credit is due.
I agree. I don't want to, just because of those first two games were so heartbreaking.
A&M.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah.
But I think if it's a 38-7 or a 45-15, 45-20, I think we have to backpedal our statement of Chris Ash needs to be fired. I was one of those.
Well, yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember if you said he should start looking for a new job or.
My biggest thing was I really felt like Marcus Freeman has to take over the defense.
Yes.
I really felt like all the pressure was on Marcus Freeman since Marcus Freeman is such a good defensive coach. He can't let Chris Ash ruin our year.
Yeah.
And we've got. It seems like we're kind of cooking with grease with CJ Carr, so we might legitimately have this window here to make a run at something because CJ Carrs don't grow on trees.
He's a one of a decade.
I mean, if we had CJ Carr with last year's defense, I mean, who beats us?
Us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And talking about this game and how important it is, do you remember or are able to look up quickly the recruits that are coming?
Big ones. I know that five-star wide receiver that I think is already committed to Ohio State, but he's still flirting with other schools. And then the number one running back in the country, I think his name is Spellman.
That sounds right. Yeah.
And then there's some more 5 stars there.
That's crazy.
So this is huge. Obviously, you want to beat USC for all the reasons why you want to beat USC. But, man, if we could wind up landing just one of those kids.
Yeah. I really have.
I think we got a real good shot at that running back. I really do.
Well, he came from Penn State, or he's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He came from Penn State, and then he started flirting with other schools when we stole Penn State's running back coach. And those kids gravitate towards their position coaches, so.
Well, there's no way he's going back to Penn State.
He decommitted. He's not going to Penn State.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't catch that.
He's also scheduled a visit, though, with Ohio State. So, and I get it. Why, if you're his parents, you would encourage him to do that.
Yeah, sadly.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting an incredible running back again and then getting an incredible wide receiver, I think, would make other players start saying, okay, Notre Dame's not scary. I can take summer school. I can handle their education demands because we're going to go to the Natty. You know, every other year we're gonna be in the national championship.
I mean, Mike Denbrock's put a good product on the field.
Yeah, scoring pretty well.
Yep.
So,
and you got to think too. You're going to play with CJ. If you commit now, you'll at least be there for at least one of his years. So.
Yeah, he's a redshirt freshman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think another 2 years.
Another 2 what? That he could play with them?
I think he's playing next year, obviously, and then I think he's playing the year after that.
Well, that'll be his third, right?
He'll be playing his third, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're allowed to go if you redshirted.
No.
You have to play 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
To my understanding. And make no mistake about it, he's gone.
Yes. Yes, he will be playing for the Jaguars shortly.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Very frustrated with that, but he'll like that paycheck, so.
He might be making something right now.
Yeah, but he ain't making NFL money.
Yeah. Certainly not first round money.
Mm-mm.
Which I think he will be.
If he continued doing this, yeah. For sure.
All right. I got one more stat I want to throw your way. See how you feel about this. Number 6, Mekhi Lemon, their wide receiver, has 44 catches for 682 yards. The next closest has 18 catches. And right after that are 2 tight ends and a running back. And that running back is out for the season.
So shut down Lemon.
That's
all you got to do. Yeah.
Yeah. You can pass to a tight end all day long. I don't care.
No.
That well is going to dry out.
Yeah, I mean, Penn State tried to beat us last year with the tight end. It didn't work. And that kid was damn good. I can't remember his name, number 44, but that was like their offense. Yeah. Tight ends can hurt you, but they don't. I mean, if tight ends led you to the national championship, Notre Dame would have won 5 in the past 7 years. So.
And that didn't happen.
No.
Just for the record, we didn't win.
No. Because we've had some outstanding tight ends over the years.
All right. Any more?
We got to talk.
Any more info to throw down? Say that one more time.
What'd you say?
I was asking if you had any more to throw down.
Are we moving into predictions?
That's what's next.
Okay.
Unless you got something.
No, I got something for after.
Okay. All right. So shoot me. What do you got? Who's winning? What's your score?
The most dreaded question.
All week.
Every single Friday, because I'm so horribly bad at it.
Yeah, you're as bad as USC away.
Yeah, that's fair. I feel like I'm just 38-28, Notre Dame.
Yeah, I'm not far. I'm gonna give it a bigger win though. I think with them having no rush and 1 wide receiver and no defense, I'm going 38-20.
Okay. I like that better.
I think it's probably going to be similar to the last 2 games where it's tight and then we start breaking away.
Yeah.
We start getting our act into gear and finally realize how to play football. For whatever reason, it takes 2 quarters to play football.
So the only thing I can confirm is that the score will be not really that close to 38-28.
Yeah, 17-15. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'll take 9-0. I don't care.
I don't either. I'll take, like Dabo says, you only need 1 more than the other team.
Amen. All right, what'd you got after that?
Just a little discussion. I feel like it's because it has gained at least some attention on Instagram. So I feel like we should at least
address it.
Sense on it. And that is this delusional notion that Penn State is going to hire Marcus Freeman. What are your thoughts on that?
I think that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the only team that could steal Marcus away other than NFL is Ohio State.
That's it. Yeah.
Why are you going to go to a team that's in turmoil?
In turmoil.
And they just proved to you that they'll fire you after you just had an incredible season.
Yeah.
I'm
They'll
sure
they'll boo you.
Yeah, I get it. You shouldn't have lost that game. Or the game before. Okay,
Yeah.
you lost 2 bad games. If that were the case, Marcus is gone.
Right, yeah. And we didn't even blame Marcus. We blamed Chris Ash.
Right. Yeah. So I wouldn't want to be underneath that leadership.
No. And I think from everything we've heard, Marcus has a really good relationship with Pete Bevacqua, the athletic director, and they kind of seem to be supporting him, as from what it looks like, very, very well. So if you've got the administration support, he's already making a ton of money. His coaching staff's making a ton of money, and they've got a very good relationship with what they're doing with NIL. Man, you don't leave. And then Penn State thinks that they're an A-plus top-tier job. They're not. They're not. That maybe 25 years ago, when the population of Pennsylvania was a lot different, but you're in the Big Ten. You're third place at best in the Big Ten now, so you're not even the shining school in the Big Ten. You're a lot more limited in where you can recruit, which is pretty much Pennsylvania in the Northeast.
Yeah, yeah. If you look at all the players they got, it's all Penn State.
Right, it's all Pennsylvania kids. So there's no advantage to going there.
I looked at their commits to see who we could steal, and there was maybe 1 or 2 4-stars coming in, and everyone from 1 to 10 were all from Pennsylvania.
Well, this past summer, we already stole a couple of their kids.
Well, we're about to steal another one.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, and this is like a pretty serious thing too to consider. At this moment in his career, right now, if you're Marcus Freeman, you've got Mike Denbrock, that both of y'all have CJ Carr. Why would you? I don't know. You got to see how the CJ thing plays out.
I think if he was a head coach for Cincinnati,
sure, yeah.
Yeah, I'll jump on Penn State.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But you're at Notre Dame.
He loves that campus too.
Yeah.
He just was on an interview talking about how he loves going for runs on the campus.
That's what I don't think people understand about Marcus Freeman. The guy converted to Catholicism because he was so moved by Notre Dame.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he converted to Catholicism because of Notre Dame.
That's incredible.
Yeah. You haven't seen a coach love Notre Dame like that since like Lou Holtz.
Yeah, that. I think that I can say we can go 1 for 0 on that. It's squashed.
Mm-hmm. And I just think it's funny that they even thought it was a possibility.
I think they're just picking out names of coaches they would love to have. I bet you would love to have Marcus.
Sure, yeah.
But we already dibbed him. Mm-hmm. He's ours. You can't have him.
No.
You missed that train.
No.
And I mean, the hot place right now is Indiana. I would see people wanting to go to Indiana versus people wanting to play for Penn State,
which is wild.
I didn't think Cignetti was that good.
Yep, they just got on an airplane. They drove over they flew over to Oregon and they beat them
handedly.
So, and he just signed a new extension with Indiana.
8 years.
That was one of the names.
Yep, he did 8 years.
He's like, nah, I'm not going to Penn State either. I'd rather stay at Indiana. Nobody wants that job.
I last week I said I would rather. I'm looking forward to playing Indiana at Indiana in the playoffs. I'm not anymore.
No,
I am not.
Ah.
Give me Oregon. Yeah,
and that Oregon team is a good team. There's no doubt about it. That's a good football team.
I would rather play Indiana at home again, but yes.
And maybe just we don't play them.
I mean, I'll meet them in the championship.
I'd rather get beat. I'm not saying we're going to get beat by Indiana, but I would rather run the risk against somebody better.
You don't want to give them the satisfaction.
Right. Like, let's get beat by Oregon. We can stomach that. You get beat by Indiana, it's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I would rather not face Ohio State or Indiana.
Yeah, they're on the same. They're on the same tier, huh?
I just don't want to give Indiana the satisfaction that they got redemption on us, and
Yeah, and I'm
I'm
tired of
pretty,
losing against Ohio State.
and I'm pretty sure Ohio State's going to beat us.
Oh man, that's funny.
Yeah,
But
so
that's kind of how delusional they are. They think, and one name that hasn't popped up, which I thought's really interesting, is they haven't talked about Al Golden at all for taking that job, and I think that that's kind of wild. They've talked a lot about Matt Rule at Nebraska because he's a Penn State alum and he's evidently really close with the athletic director there. But they haven't even brought up Al Golden's name, and I think that's crazy because he's a Penn State alum also.
maybe he's just out of the conversation because he's NFL.
Maybe, I don't know.
I mean,
It's weird that he's not even on the rumor mill.
do people really come back from the NFL though?
Defensive coordinator in the NFL to coach your alma mater?
Yeah, for head coach, maybe. Yeah, maybe, but
Al
he's
Golden
never
does
got
not
there.
have that great of college head coaching wins. So maybe that's kind of made him a little nervous about it. He was decent at Miami. I mean, he's kind of shown that he's a coordinator. Like, that's really where his skills... And nowadays, if you're a coordinator, you're getting rich, too. I mean, those guys are making a ton of money, both in college and the NFL. So,
Yeah, and
he's just kind of riding that out. But it's just interesting that name hasn't even... They've talked about John Gruden. They're like, we're going to hire John Gruden. No, you're not.
yeah, you have a better chance of getting Nick Saban.
Yeah, they brought up Nick Saban. Miss Terry does not want to go be cold. Not happening.
Yeah, good luck, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You'd be a lot more likely to maybe tempt him with that Florida job. But he ain't going to Penn State.
no, I agree. So, all right, you are live with Matt and Ted. We are the Basilica Brothers at Irish Touchdown. Thank you for listening. Hopefully, we come back with a Notre Dame victory. Closer to our prediction would be great. Closer to my prediction would even be better.
Yours.
So, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And as always,
Go Irish.
go Irish.